Welcome to your guide to floating the Aare River in Bern, Switzerland. This is one of the best Swiss adventures in summer, and there's a lot of videos about what it's like to do it, but there's not a complete guide of how to do it, where to jump in and out, as well as the logistics on making sure it's safe, whether that's too little flow, too much flow of the water, as well as water temperature, and then knowing which bridges you can jump in and out of, as well as what locations to enter into the river and which locations to exit in to do it safely. Once you figure out the logistics, it's pretty easy and it's a blast and there's tons of people out there, but it takes a little bit to figure out. So my Swiss cousin and I did it a couple weeks ago, and hopefully this guide helps you do it on your adventure. So to start off with, one of the challenges is knowing where you can jump into the river. Bern provides an amazing map that shows the different beaches and bridges and where you can get in. The river flows south to north, and there's a lock on the southern part of downtown that you can't get through. So it's recommended that you swim on the north side. Where we jumped in and most people jump in is Bern Park. This is where Bern houses its, I think, 4 bears in the bear pit. It's probably the most famous spot in the city, so it should be easy to find. On the outside of the river there is an area that makes it possible to jump in. The first maybe 2 meters have quite a bit of rocks, so you really need to kick out and swim hard to the middle of the river, and then you're okay. These older bridges, you want to avoid the supports because that's where the eddies and danger are. So once you're swimming, just aim for the middle of the bridges. These are the highest bridges that people jump off of that we saw, and they're pretty good about making sure they don't land on people. They're always checking, but if you're up for a big jump, the local boys really send it here. In this part, you flow down the middle of the river and there's some currents pushing you to the outside. One of the things to keep in mind is safety on this trip. So there's some risk of water temperature. The locals will swim at almost any temperature. But the bigger issue is on water flow. So they target 200, I think it's meters per second, but I'm not quite sure what the measurement is. And there's all sorts of amazing websites that show the current and historic flow of the Aare River to know whether it's safe or not to go down. I went with a cousin who's from Switzerland but who'd never done this specific river. So the two of us together felt confident that we could swim it, and there was other people in the water, so we knew it was relatively safe, but you do need to be a proficient swimmer to go down this safely. So you're trying to figure out what you need to pack for this trip. There's 2 approaches. One is you just go with a swimsuit and float down it. There are people who do this. At times the water isn't that deep and you'll hit your feet or butt on the bottom. It's not a big deal. And then you walk back on the roads or on the path next to the river, back to where you started. Maybe you're going point to point for one reason or another. The majority of people pack a wet bag. So they throw their clothes in it, and specifically they throw their shoes and phone. But the big advantage of the wet bag is it allows you to have a flotation device that you can sort of hang on to or swim next to, and allows you to just relax in the water. It was extremely common in Bern. The river in Lucerne, it's almost necessary. In Zurich, almost nobody used them. But in Bern, I would recommend, if possible, bringing a wet bag. It makes the entire experience easier. One of the cool things about the river is throughout it, there's different restaurants on the side or swimming holes that have like bars for drinks and food. And having a phone so you can pay for those is highly recommended, as well as while you can walk back on the asphalt, having shoes is going to make this whole thing easier. So I'd recommend bringing a wet bag if you can find one. It's going to make your experience much better. So the water, when we did it, was about 20 degrees. It's refreshing. You're going down. You actually want to put your head underwater to keep it nice and cool. But there's 2 major spots to jump off of. So the first that you've seen in all of the videos is maybe like a 2 meter drop from a walking bridge, and it's called Uferweg. That's where most people are jumping in and out. The more daredevils are a little higher up the river at Untertorbrücke. which is an old historic bridge, and then they float down to the lower one. But those are the two main places people jump out. If you jump out at Untertorbrücke, it's difficult to get out for maybe 100 meters and you're walking through the city. So that's kind of a one-way jump to go to the rest of the river. Whereas Untervorweg or Uforweg, it is super easy. There's ladders everywhere to get out. It's very common for people to do laps there. Afterwards, the water is a little more chill. Um, as you'll see throughout the river, the middle is fairly deep. When you jump off at Uferweg, the first time I hit the ground, so you can't go deep on that one. It's not bad. It's relatively safe, just no diving. And then you'll see throughout the river there's these ladders or ropes to get out of the river. It's extremely common to pull over to the side, go back a little bit, and come back down the river. And then as you float down the river gets a little slower, and we end up in a organized pool called Lorraine Bad. Bad. Um, in this, they divert the water so children can hang out. There's a park for grass and sunbathing. And one of the nice things here is there's a restaurant and bar. So a lot of people are hanging out here. The water's a little warmer. They're eating and drinking before doing laps on the river. And it seemed like some people were even hanging out here who weren't planning to float the entire river. Yeah, let's go up there, Joey. So finally, the logistics, you get out at the bod and you can walk back on the river with tons of other people playing music, hanging out, eating, and then go through the old town back to where you started. Whether you took public transit there or biked or parked a car, the logistics on this is like a 20-minute walk back. It's not uncommon to do a couple laps here jumping in and out of the river. But this was a blast. Highly recommend this experience if you're in Bern in the summer. It's probably worth making the trip to Bern to do this. And hopefully this video guide helps you do it. I've included all of the links in the description. This is for the map. This is for the water temperature. And if you have any questions as you're preparing to do this, put them in the comments. I or somebody else will answer them. Highly recommend you try this, and I want to make it as easy as possible for the next people to do this experience.